Welcome, people, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at it again with Unfiltered Lives, or with underuser network. As always, it's Mr. Delicacy.
CM5.
Bowism 1.
I'm not that cool. I'm just Miriam.
Donovan.
Sullivan.
My name is Ted.
Well, as always, we bring you entrepreneurs, musicians, people that want to talk about everything that they're going through, what they're not they're going through. They're not depressed, but everything that they're working on, what they're going through, and things of that nature. We're here with the band. The band name is called
The Forest.
The Forest.
That's right.
Who decided on that? Was this like a collective?
That's an interesting name.
Yeah.
We came up with it today on the way here in the car.
Yeah. Nice.
So you lot don't have any music out then? Is this like a new thing, or what's going on?
So a few months ago, my dance partner was hosting a talent show, and we're all musicians, and I thought it'd be fun if we just came up with a couple songs and just had something for everybody to listen to.
Okay,
and it's just been really fun ever since, so we haven't stopped.
Okay, The
Yeah,
Forest.
the name isn't official. We still have to talk to our other member, Gwen, their other sibling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gwen, as in Nguyen?
No, G.
Oh, Gwen. Okay.
Yeah.
Like Gwen
That's an
Stefani.
Asian one.
Gwendolyn.
Okay.
Short for
Okay.
Gwendolyn.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
What type
so-
of music would you
Yeah.
compare it to if you had to?
I don't really like labels. I think it keeps you from making all kinds of music.
Okay.
So I just like to keep it broad when people ask, and I just say it's a rock band. You know?
Awesome. Okay.
So you have commitment to shoot. I'm just
Kind of
Don't
experimental.
tell people that, because then that's a
experimental
commitment.
side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so far you said you've released a few songs. What kind of genre would that? You said would it be just generally rock, or what kind of music would you say you guys have released so far?
So we're currently still recording, and we haven't really put anything out yet. But the genres are probably influenced by rock, folk.
Okay.
Sometimes we also a little kind of Egyptian, kind of
Okay.
sand,
Okay.
kind of.
Yeah, sometimes it's
vibes.
punk rock, sometimes it's deserty.
It's however it comes out, right?
Yeah, it's however it comes
I like
out. One
that.
person
I like that.
starts and the other people finish. It's just a conversation,
Pause.
Good stuff. Good
One
stuff.
person starts, the other person finishes. It's crazy. Okay, so whose idea was it to start this band? You said that you sort of came up with the idea.
Yeah. Sullivan called me the founding member one day. I didn't take that credit, but I thought about it, and isn't y'all's mom the founding member? Because they're all siblings.
Technically.
Yeah, they made you,
Yeah.
Wait, so whenever, so you have, but that's just a regular sister. It's not like a triplet or something. Okay.
Correct, yeah.
Because that would be crazy. All right, cool.
No,
What about
not
you, Bas? So I
triplets.
saw, I went on. I was doing a little sneaky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I went on your Instagram. You do graphic design.
Yes, so I do graffiti,
Sorry.
street art, music, and so because of the fact that I'm work with a lot of producers and things like that, but I wanted to do a Pangea project, which was an interchangeable situation where all these local Houston bands can come in and hit these Pangea project, and it's a compilation album basically, where we all direct our focus
Pangea,
on to help out
Okay.
Palestine, and as well as like
Nice. So not for profit.
yeah, so
Nice.
it's like more or less the idea that like, yes, we do have overheads and stuff that we need to cover just so that we're not losing money out of our own pockets, whatever. But we want to be able to make everything to where it goes to a
cause.
a cause that we can all stand on. You know what I mean?
Okay. How did you arrive that Palestine was what you wanted to like support?
That actually started when I watched the Angelica Theater back in the day when Houston used to have the Angelica Theater. They released this film called A Waltz with Bashir.
Okay.
A Waltz with Bashir actually changed my perspective on things, and then later on I started painting stuff like that, and then I actually even got to talk to Alex Ramos about it, and then I re-showed him the film because he said he had seen it while he was in service and he was like in the military or something like that, and yeah, so
I'm gonna watch that. I've never seen it.
Yeah, if you've never seen it, you should watch it. It's cell shaded. So it came out right around the
wow.
time whenever like after Waking Life had came out, which was big in Austin and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then the Richard Linklater film.
It's animated for those that don't know what cell shading is. Yeah.
So yeah, it's animated. It's like
Awesome.
they shoot
Thank
the whole
you so
film, they
much.
come
I
back and
didn't
they
want to ask.
reanimate everything over there. But it's like it's a very impactful film that puts spotlight into what's going on there.
The
as well as,
struggle.
like the struggle of
Yeah.
wars and stuff like that. But anyways, fast forwarding to this, this has been a thing for me in the back of my mind for a very long time, and then finding other people that at the right time, everything just needed to pop off, and I was like, it's either now or never, right?
Yeah.
So the idea of like Pangea Project was also to be able to get like a collective thing of resources, and eventually one day I will hope to have a shipping container full of like resources that we can ship to these countries.
You will.
Yes, we will
Yeah,
have a
we will.
shipping container that we
By
sent
God's
to these
grace,
countries, so they have the resources to make a collaborative art piece of whatever, and then hold their own production. And it comes back to Houston. We auction off that
I love
art
that.
piece for whether it be the Congolese or for Palestine or for like Taiwan.
So you can just
So it's
basically
like, yeah,
pick different.
it's a moving
okay.
piece, and that
Okay.
can be collectively done for the whole world itself. So thus making it a Pangea project. What if the world lived as was
one
Together.
landmass.
That's
So
a
that's
cold,
like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
like you put these things together and we line up the domino, so the domino effect will go on. You know what I mean?
It just so happens that we met each other, and I have a conglomerate group of over 80 artists that are here in Houston doing different stuff.
So Shrimberzi is a thing that I learned a lot. It's ancient Sanskrit. It's the sound that a focal point makes when it's entering through 3 different planes of existence: heaven, hell, and earth. And by doing so, brings forth prosperity.
I love
But it's
that.
also a term of endearment, right? So
Right.
like whenever you're, I'm thinking about my homeboy Raj or Saeed, and it just so happens they
The
call
numbers,
me, right?
the numbers,
So
yeah.
all of a sudden they call me right when I'm thinking about it. I would answer the phone and say, "Hey, Shrimberzi, I was just thinking about you. You called me." Everything's just lined up. Or
Yeah,
if
it'd
you're
be
trying to bring things
444
into
or-
alignment.
Mhm.
The more you use it, the more it perpetuates in your life, and then when you do it as an actual mantra,
Yeah.
you're
manifesting.
you're actually operating your heart chakra and your solar plexus at the same time.
Okay.
So this actually changes not only your physical body, but it's actually the things that you put into with intent into the world, and
Right.
it's a very beautiful thing.
That's a really good point, though. That a lot of
So-
people have ill intentions, so they don't
Yeah.
get the results they want. So if you
Yeah,
put good intention into the
Shrimberzi,
world, and you
yeah.
get good things to happen, it starts to perpetuate itself. So.
Correct.
Can I
correct.
ask you, like, whenever he came to you with like all of, obviously it's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yesterday night.
Yeah. Whenever he came to you like with all this, how did you like feel about? Yeah, especially because obviously he's very passionate about what he's trying to do, what he's trying to accomplish. How do you lot feel about it?
I screamed like a schoolgirl and jumped up and down. I was giddy.
Yeah, okay. And do you think it kind of goes in path of what you guys, because you guys are already, trying to form a band and everything. You think it kind of goes towards what you're trying to work on, or like what do you think? Like,
Did you guys know each other before y'all formed a band? Like how
I mean, they knew
Bow,
each
were
other
you
from
just
birth.
friends with?
Yeah, well,
them
so
and then the other
I've
side?
actually
Yeah,
thrown
we're doing-
shows with,
Okay.
with Ted before at the Bat Astronaut Brewery.
Okay.
Yeah, we produced a
where
couple
he would
things
have,
together.
Like aerial artists, and I had the graffiti stuff going on
Okay.
at Bat Astronaut, and
Your graffiti
We
is
just do-
amazing, by the way. I need
Yeah.
to. I need to.
Yeah.
well,
I-
you
I-
know, street
check
art
them
and
out.
stuff,
I purchased
and
the
murals,
print.
and then I try to keep those 2 things separate, but like also they go in tandem. So
Yeah.
it's like it's one of those things where I do it for the love of whatever I need to get off my chest.
I got
know
you.
what I mean?
I
It's
got
a
you.
survival
How did you
skill.
know that you could? Because I've seen some of the artwork that you did.
Oh,
like I said, that
it's just
how did you know?
it wasn't a matter of knowing per se. It was a matter of feeling.
Just releasing.
You know, and
kinda.
it's also an
Nice.
idea that like it's like if you have something you were afraid of, you just face your fears and you do it. So like I spent my whole life trying to face everything I've ever been afraid of, and then became the man I am today. So it's a experience thing. It's like Jimi Hendrix saying, your life is an experience. You have to experience these things to really learn it.
You
'Cause
are the main
otherwise
character
it's all
in your own movie.
Yeah, all theory and no action gets you nowhere. And
Yeah.
all action and no theory will also get you nowhere. So you got to find
right.
this balance and all these things. So
Okay. Speaking of stuff that we're doing on the side, this brother over here, you dance on the side. How did that?
Yeah,
how
that's
did that
right. I'm a
even-
dancer.
Yeah, how did that
Professional
even
dancer.
come about? Like, how did you get there? Because
Well,
you do music as well. So how did,
Yeah. So I started playing music when I was 8 years old,
Mhm.
and I started getting the beginning stages of tendonitis in my hand when I was around 18.
Oh wow.
Yeah, after 10 years of playing, and I had to take a hiatus. And I'm 28 now. I almost went a decade without playing music. And during that time, I found performance art. I'm a fire performer. I like juggling. I do a lot of like classical dance lifts. Like, you ever seen Dirty Dancing?
Yes.
Where he
I
lifts,
have.
Patrick Swayze lifts her up above. I do
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's cool though.
Yeah. So I got into it. I always loved lighting things on fire as a child.
Who doesn't?
Disclaimer: he's never.
You're not-
Hey, we're not. Hey, he's
I'm
not
insured. I can play with fire.
Right.
Yeah.
He's professional.
You guys don't play with
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
You kids at home don't play with fire.
Yeah.
I got a mean insurance policy.
Okay. That's cool. That's how many years have you been doing that for now?
10 years.
10
He
years.
said I got a mean insurance
That's
policy.
crazy. All right, then. What about you, love? You're into non-profit. If you want to pass out the mic, brother. You're into non-profit. What got you into that? How did you get into that?
Yeah, so I'm actually a data scientist, and
Okay.
I quit my job to park cars. What I tell people.
Okay.
But what happened was that I'm actually the founder of an institute called the National Arab Institute, and our goal is to build the first Arab history museum in Houston in the museum district. It's a $200 million project. And so, going back to Palestine, there was an exhibit of child drawings during the genocide. They drew their families getting killed by
my
the
gosh,
IDF,
Jesus, yeah.
and we smuggled them out of Gaza. And people died smuggling these drawings out of Gaza. So we animated them, and then we went to every museum in Houston and we said, take our drawings, take this exhibit, put it in the museum. They all said no. They all said it was a security threat. And so I needed space to do that. And so that's how I have an event space down the street on Rusk Street. And so we host people's stories. And that's how I got into helping nonprofits, because I realized nonprofits don't have a space.
Or a voice a lot of the time.
Or a voice,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so what I do is I try to amplify their voice. If they don't have any money, we help them try and raise money. And then we also are opening a space down on Milby Street that's 16,000 square feet. And we want to kind of do, nurture musicians in that space. But anyone who has a nonprofit that can fill that space, we're willing to work with them.
That's really awesome. How did you branch off from what you were doing prior to really get into
Data
this?
scientist
In data
and,
science,
there's
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So that wasn't a joke.
No, that wasn't a joke.
Okay.
I actually worked with Andrew Ng, who is the ex-CEO of Coursera. He's like the father of artificial intelligence.
Wow.
And I quit because of the genocide. The genocide was so impactful to me.
Wow.
I would go into work every day and I would be crying because
Yeah.
I would go home and I'd watch my family get obliterated in Gaza, right? And so that was really hard to go watch them die on television or TikTok, right? And then have to go into work and be like, well, Jimmy,
Yeah, yeah.
It's so
actually,
senseless and impersonable too
it's-
nowadays. The way
yeah.
that, the drones and that's just terrible. There's no human. There's nothing human about it.
There's nothing human about
But
it.
I think part of it is social media though. Like so like TikTok for example. There's you can one swipe is somebody just died of cancer. Next swipe is somebody hilarious. You know what I'm saying? It might be a bit of dark humor or whatever. So it kind of, I think when you're deep into social media, as a lot of people are, you kind of get used, or unfortunately you kind of get used to that switch. So it's kind of like a blank. How do I
get numb to it.
You get numb to it.
So you
People
can't
are
really
becoming desensitized.
exactly,
But I
exactly.
think
But-
the genocide was a little bit different because it was like every swipe,
yeah.
Yeah.
your people are being bombed. Like every swipe is a headless baby,
That's crazy.
and I had to do
People
something.
here can't fathom that. I want to make that point to you right now, and I know you know this, but we can't even fathom how brutal some of these things are that are happening, and it's like we want to help, but we can't even understand what's
What to
going
do,
on
yeah,
there,
what to
or
start.
why
Yeah.
people would be that destructive
Mhm.
to their own people or whatever in that region. It's just so scary.
Well, also, I
Yeah.
think within the United States, Israel has been an ally to our country for so
For
long, and
years,
so
yeah.
people don't really understand
The politics, yeah.
how can Israel be doing this to
it's
Palestinians.
like a blind faith thing. Yeah.
And this is another reason why opening the institute was really important to me, because people don't know our history, because
Mm-hmm.
actually 90% of Arab history is rewritten by the University of Tel Aviv. And
Wow.
so we don't, yeah, exactly. So
Wow.
it's and then also second and third generation Arabs don't even know their history because it's been
That's the
rewritten.
borderline mind control.
Exactly,
it's a
people
control. It's
manipulating history and
Conditioning.
stuff.
It's
yeah.
the colonizer controlling our narrative after they kill us. So
So important what you're doing.
so
you know?
important, yeah. And I wanted to share it with anyone who's needs a voice, needs a space. We're here to help.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be throwing some events in there for sure.
Awesome.
Upcoming. I'm gonna try to find some artists that are passionate about that type of thing and get them in
Perfect.
there.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Yeah.
But speaking of artists, when did the twins over here, fraternal, obviously, the hair is not genetic. You know what I'm saying? One's got a great beard, the other is, it's a bit shaky.
Yeah, I didn't get those genes.
Yeah, I'm saying, but you got luscious hair though. It's cool.
That's
It's
right.
calm.
Yeah,
what
beautiful
got
hair,
you?
Sully.
What
Thank
got
you.
you guys though? Because from what I hear, your sister also does music as well. So what got you guys into music?
I've been playing music since band in middle school and played trombone, and then soon after that, I picked up guitar.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
our guests are like, yeah, I started in high school or started in.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You can catch on the mic. It's a part of the curriculum in Houston. You have to play an instrument.
Okay.
You have to.
I was unaware. I went to school in
I did
Katy.
Yeah, you
choir
have to
in
play an
that,
instrument.
though.
So like I played cello.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I did. I had
It's a beautiful instrument.
I
They
mean, when I
require
was
that.
In 80,
Wow.
I did choir instead of.
That's weird because like
Yeah.
I went to certain schools that did and then didn't. Like when I went to one that like I went to what used to be Grady Middle School and they changed it to something else. They didn't have. I went to one they didn't have band. And it was
Yeah.
like
No
and it was
music
like this is
program.
how to
Yeah.
But it was still HISD. But that school itself didn't have the funding for it.
Yeah. So you
Crazy,
said
isn't it?
you did band and what after that? What got
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I played recorder in 4th and 5th grade. But
There you go, OG recorder player.
I played trombone in
Yeah.
6th grade, and then after that, I picked up guitar, and then like all the rock band instruments, and then just after that, I really enjoy music. I love playing. I love entertaining people.
Okay.
So I have a lot of fun playing whatever, playing all kinds of
What's-
everything. So
Okay.
So
What's
I
your
do now.
favorite instrument to play? I'm guessing the guitar.
He's a mean drummer.
Me.
I'm
You look like
He
a
hits those things.
He looks like a mean
I-
drummer.
beatbox. I do,
Oh.
but yeah, I would say that guitar is my favorite. Maybe drums. Maybe drums.
Okay.
Either
Fair.
one of those
What
two.
about
Get you with my boy Lincoln. He's a mean one on the drums.
I heard.
Hell
What
yeah.
about your brother? I don't want. I forgot your name.
Sullivan.
Sullivan. Like
Monsters, Inc.
Monsters Inc. That's right.
The big
Yeah.
blue monster. Sully.
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 So yeah, what got you? Was it the same as your brother? Were you in the same?
So I never in middle school and high school was like more of a theater kid and art. I really didn't do music class, but around quarantine 2020 or 2019, excuse me. We come from a musical family, so it's been around me ever since I've
She's
been
playing in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a piano here, there's a guitar there, so
That's dope.
They have
I-
a studio in their backyard. They have
What?
a whole recording studio.
it's a quaint little studio, but
So lucky.
But so there was
That's
always
dope.
a piano in the house, and I never touched it. And then
Yeah.
one day I asked my father, who's been in plenty of bands himself.
Yeah.
He plays a lot of instruments, and I asked
That's
him,
where it came from.
Yeah.
It runs the
Yeah.
There's the
family.
answer to your question right
Yeah.
there. It came from pops.
how to
Yeah.
play a piano. Here's
Yeah,
the
it's
first. Here's some simple chords, and then after that, I just
The piano is actually fun to play. I took a elective for piano. It's actually really fun. Like the progress when you start learning the progress. I mean, all I learned how to play at the end was like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. To be honest, but it's actually really fun to play. But I've heard that you can get like I think he was saying you get like tendon like inflammation of the
Yeah, you
of
can.
the tendons from it. If you if your
first you get
posture's
like
not right.
carpal tunnel, then maybe you get tendinitis.
People getting that
caught it-
nowadays just doing this.
Yeah, right.
You know, so
But I caught it.
Go learn the instrument.
in the beginning symptoms, and I was able to rehab it. Fortunately,
Okay,
But yeah.
but does that not affect you doing your dance thing? Because you're literally lifting somebody in the air. And
I was thinking that too.
it was really just my fretting hand,
Oh,
just
okay,
in my
okay,
left
okay.
hand,
Okay.
and I was really into rock climbing for a few years.
Oh.
And thankfully, just stretching and strengthening it, I'm better now.
Okay.
Healed.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've been asking every musician that came on here. This is a bit off topic, but I've been asking every musician that came on the show the age old question. I don't know if you lot knew or into like the age old question or the year old question. I guess the Drake Kendrick beef. I don't know
Yeah.
if you lot have been paying attention.
He
to
needs
that.
you to
love
choose a
Kendrick
side
Yeah, I need you
immediately.
to choose a side.
I
I need
love
to know.
Kendrick
We're gonna need
Lamar.
to know where you stand.
Kendrick.
I love
Yeah, I'm
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
all day.
I don't know a single Drake song.
Hey,
You could probably sing him in front of me. I don't know.
There we go.
Yeah.
Kendrick was destroying Drake in those bars.
Absolutely.
I'll just say that.
Absolutely.
Wrecked him. Absolutely.
And I tend to think that Lamar's a little better of a lyricist,
Yes.
more heart, more
Probably better person, I'm sure.
probably.
Less
I
ghostwriting,
feel like
probably.
that. I don't know. His,
I like how you didn't say his
age
first
appropriate.
name.
Yeah, I was saying Lamar.
That was gangster. You didn't say his first name. He's like
Mr.
Lamar. Yeah, I like that. It's like,
Yeah, put some spec on that name.
yeah, I'm saying. He knows what he's talking about for sure.
Yeah. Well, what
That's
about you?
dope, man.
What about you, Ba? What do you think?
No, absolutely. Kendrick Lamar all
Kendrick
day.
Lamar, fair.
I've been a fan of Kendrick since day one. Also because of the fact that I see him perform here at
Okay.
Day for Night and all this other stuff. Like
He's an artsy guy, man. People
yeah,
tend to forget that
absolutely.
now with this battle
I
thing
actually
going on.
did stagehand work, so I
cool.
built the stage for Kendrick Lamar to play here.
Hey!
in Houston, in
That's
Toyota Center.
crazy.
That's
yeah.
so cool.
Give
He gave
out
us
his
all working
flowers, man.
shirts
Come
and
on.
shit, Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. Like
That's what's
it's been cool. What? And I was gonna say like doing stagehand work actually really gave me a different perspective on things and being able to put my foot into the door with working the union. The IATSE 51 is a great place to start off with because, or just because you want to work for the union. They pay you better and they treat treat you better.
You hear
and
that, my
they have
people
their
from the South?
connections.
You hear that? Y'all
Yeah,
go
to
join the
area-
union. Y'all gonna get
ILC
paid.
51. Go talk to somebody up there and just ask them questions because you
Stop
can,
working for $10
You
an
don't
hour.
have to like go to school when they will teach you for free, and you get to go stop and go as you please on the website. They'll send you the links to everything as well. But like you go at your own pace, and they'll have you 4-hour minis where it's like you work. If you work and and your team of people bust everything down and break it down within an hour and a half, you get to chill and still get paid for the full 4 hours. You know what I mean? Or they do these 4 8-hour blocks, whatever.
This is a
time
good
and
point.
half.
A lot of
all this stuff.
artists, they don't work. They won't go get a job. So like this is something where you're in the arts.
You're in the industry.
You're part
you
of
understand
the
how.
industry,
Oh, I know
and
how
you
to
can
now
make
break
money.
down stages and do the carpentry
Then
and
you
do
have a
video
skill set.
walls, LED walls, audio. And if you want to learn how to run sound, they'll teach you how to run
There you
sound.
go.
You can take the class to AV classes and you start doing AV tech stuff.
What is this?
And-
What is it called?
It's called IATSE 51. Yeah, you can look it up, Google it. It's
in Texas?
Yeah, they have a union in every city. So like let's say I joined the IATSE here in Houston. Then all of a sudden there's like we need riggers over in Dallas. Boom, I'm already in. Or I can go to Chicago and be like, if I already have my card, I'm like, hey, I have my certification card. Boom, you're in the door. Or even just mentioning that you're part of your IATSE.
I have a friend that
you
just
can go
did
work
this.
in any city, any major city has an IATSE.
I have a friend that just did this, and he, up until the point he did this, never had money like this, that I've seen him. So
yeah.
I'm very proud of him, and that's a real thing. I've seen that change people's lives. So definitely
if
want
you're not
to
scared of heights
shout
and
out that.
stuff, and I do,
If you're a single person, like with no kids, it's probably right for you. Yeah.
I mean, I used to do a lot of graffiti and stuff back in the day, and so it's like climbing up stuff wasn't an
big
issue.
deal,
So
right?
like now
Yeah.
I'm getting paid to climb. Perfect.
There you go.
It's like
So there again, artists, you can get paid for your art, which you do naturally. You just got to go through the right channels and do the right things to get
if your heart's
yourself.
in it, you're gonna find a way.
You're gonna find a way.
You just never give up. Oh, I'm sorry. It's
No, you're
to
okay.
BS.
No, you're good.
Regarding
it's
to
the first curse.
there's a time limit on when you're supposed to make it when you're either 18 or 21 or something. You know what I mean? Like, no, you can make it at 30
At
and you're 40,
65,
whatever.
yeah, it
65,
make no
whatever.
difference, yeah.
You know,
I'm
like
pretty sure Stan Lee
Samuel L.
was
Jackson
old.
didn't start
Like, yeah.
making films until he was in his 30s. Like,
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
I feel like that's the
still got
situation
time.
for a lot of, especially if you're like immigrant, but like you're immigrant born. I feel like a lot of the time you'll put like on a time because in my head I have like a psychological thing where like if I reach 30 and I haven't made it.
You gotta give up and
Jump
become
off
something
when
this
we like
and
that,
that.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and it's kind of weird. I don't know if that's the same for you lot as well. But like, do you have like, is there a thing where if you haven't made it by a certain age, you have to
Conform.
you have to conform.
No, I just want to play and have fun.
Okay,
That's my motive.
This guy's a
wanted
free
that
spirit.
Yeah.
I can just tell. He's juggling fire. He's a free spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, we all are. Have fun, live life.
okay.
You can do what you want at any age. Just like,
Yeah,
I
fair.
also did this thing
Be
as a
good.
gift of prosperity for things in closing, if it was good.
Please.
But I wanted to mention that it's not always about the money, it's prosperity. But the meaning of life in 60 seconds goes like,
Y'all listen close.
the meaning of life is to know what you want, why you want it, and how to get what you want. But you don't understand the most important lesson in life, which is to love everyone you meet, regardless of age, occupation, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or religion. Then you'll miss the point and meaning entirely. Because I can tell you, through quantum physics, we are all connected on a molecular level through entanglement. It's like psychology would teach you that love is root of all emotions. Now, if love is root of all emotions, our words are divided. These emotions and our words are inert. In actuality, love itself connects us all on a molecular level. For love is like my religion. I said it really fast. I'm going to recap it for you because I can give you the meaning of life all day, any day anyways, but it's not nearly as important as the most important lesson in life, which is to love, whether you're walking only across the street or picking up trash or figuring out a way to free Palestine.
That's right.
These small, minute things we do on a daily basis is far greater, more important than the meaning of life itself, and that's right about a minute. How you like the new version, y'all?
I love that.
hell yeah.
Love
Thank
that.
you. Thank you guys. so
That's
much
on my
for-
Instagram, by the way, in its own bubble, its own highlight bubble, because I love
Boom.
that, by the way.
Find me out on Bowism1.
Where can they find you lots? Like Instagram?
Yeah,
or where
where
can they
y'all's-
support you lot? Yeah. YouTube,
Pangea
whatever.
Project, and then Ballast Arts if you want to check out my art stuff.
I got Instagram, Donovan Carroll. Donovan L. Carroll, one of those.
Okay. All right. Fair.
Okay, sure. My Instagram is Teddy Spins.
Okay.
That's where you can find all my performance art stuff, my fire performance art. There's a lot of content on there with my performance partner, elemental arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
My Instagram handle is Sullivan.Carol. There's more to come.
Okay, all right.
Yep.
Praise God. Madam?
I had to look it up because I forgot.
Hey, that's all right.
It's Salem227.
Let us
Thank you
know, man.
guys.
Thanks for coming on the show, though.
Thank you guys so much for having
Absolutely.
us. And I've been Mr. Delicacy.
It's M5.
And we'll catch you all later.
Bowers,
Peace.